I finally have the chance to visit New York City again, but I only have 2 hours to spend there, so I have to find one site to see and one place to eat. I'll show you where I went and what I did, and what I wore that day: the Rolex Datejust Wimbledon dial, 36mm with the Jubilee bracelet. I had to drive to Newark, New Jersey to drop off at the airport, and since New York City was so close anyway, I decided to give it a shot and take a train into the city. So I left the BMW at the airport and I bought a two-way ticket on Amtrak to New York City at Penn Station, which cost about $30 round trip. There was a very short wait for the train, and the trains leave on a very regular basis. And the ride on the train only took about 25 minutes to get to New York City. Today I was wearing the stainless steel Rolex Datejust with the Wimbledon dial. This is a very easy watch to wear, and it goes along with almost any outfit. I especially like to wear the gray dial with something blue. This is 36mm, and I like to wear my smaller watches in the summer since it won't look oversized on my wrist when I roll up my sleeves. It looks like a simple gray dial at a distance, but up close you get those beautiful details with the sunray dial and the Roman numerals that are outlined in a bright green color. The Jubilee bracelet is so comfortable to wear, it just wraps around your wrist. And the domed bezel tones down the watch so it doesn't look as formal as it would with a fluted bezel. And since it is all stainless steel, it doesn't stand out too much, and I felt much more comfortable wearing this in New York City as opposed to a gold or a two-toned Rolex. First stop is Penn Station, which is located in Midtown Manhattan, and this is where the trains from New Jersey come in. And this serves as a hub for all the different trains and buses and the subway. And inside it almost looks like an underground airport. And once you step out of the station, you're hit full on with the New York experience. And it's still a shock to me because I'm still not used to it. The traffic and the congestion, the buildings and the stores and the shops, and the extreme and constant noise everywhere, from the cars and the trucks, from the sirens from the police and the fire trucks, and the constant construction that's going on everywhere. And then there's the people, the dense crowds of people going everywhere and all directions at once. I looked on the map to find out where to go, and I found that Bryant Park was within good walking distance, so I decided to head that way. The history of this park goes back even further than before the independence of the United States. There used to be a reservoir here, and it was called Reservoir Park for a while, but in 1884 it was renamed in honor of William Cullen Bryant. He was a very famous New Yorker in the 1800s, a poet and a journalist, and the editor of the New York Evening Post. The park has various free activities during the day, and there's various restaurants and cafes and food vendors. This evening, it looks like there's a free outdoor concert sponsored by Carnegie Hall. So I'll listen to the concert for a while, and I'll have dinner at one of the restaurants here. I picked up this watch from my AD last year, and it was just sitting in the display case. I think it was a good value at around $7,700, and the Datejust is just a classic design, especially with that Jubilee bracelet. And those green Roman numerals just give it an extra pop of interest. It's not one of my most worn watches, but it was really nice to come back to this on a hot summer's day. I usually wear this with a suit and tie at work because it can be a somewhat formal watch. But even today, it doesn't look out of place with shorts and a blue knit shirt. And I didn't feel concerned about being robbed for this in New York City. I didn't see any other Rolex on other people's wrists today, but I did see someone else sitting next to me at the restaurant wearing an AP Royal Oak. I ordered the grilled chicken Cuban sandwich, and it's not an exciting choice, but it's more of a safe choice. It's hard to go wrong with something like this, and I am trying to get a little bit more protein in my diet. My choice for the beer came down to Corona or Heineken, but I haven't had the Heineken for a long time, and it was a refreshing change. And I just noticed that the sandwich did not come with a side of French fries. I thought it usually would, but that's okay anyway because I'm trying to stay away from fried foods. The concert was still going on while I was finishing the dinner, and this was my view from the table onto Bryant Park. Not an inexpensive meal with just a sandwich and a beer, but I wasn't expecting anything cheap in New York City. So now it's time to head back home. I couldn't stay overnight because I had to be in Philadelphia the next morning. I have a lot of travel planned for the next couple weeks. I'll be in Orlando and then Philadelphia, and then I will come back to New York City and spend a little bit more time here. Maybe 4 or 5 days next time I come. And I'll hit up my Rolex AD and Patek AD within the next 2 weeks and let them know I'm still interested. I haven't been there for at least 3 or 4 months now, and I'll see what they can do for me. I'm still looking for my second Patek Philippe.